All right, what's going on, guys? Josh Answers from the Trading Fraternity. You guys already know who I am. Why didn't I say that? But so I wanted to talk today, and I'm actually I'm here. It's a little different setup I usually do because I'm filming a prank video or the setup. So that's why you may see me in another video like this. And also too, I wanted to address that point. You guys see like prank videos on my channel. You guys see Abdul. You see some of these pranks that I'm doing, as well as all the stock stuff. I know some people they're like, oh, like you're supposed to post stock videos. You're a trader. You're doing real estate. You're supposed to do this. My response: I don't believe in boxes, and I don't believe you should put people in them. I don't fit in them. There's no specific things. I'm just showing you guys about, my personality. I like to have fun, but I also like to have serious stuff. And hopefully a big goal is that we could attract people and show people that, learning stuff, learning skills, getting involved in business, finance, real estate, building wealth, it's not boring. You could have fun and there's fun aspects to it. So I'm very unique in that sense. So if you don't like it, I'm sorry, you could unsubscribe. If you do like it, thanks for supporting. Hopefully you guys could see, there's a time for business, there's a time for fun, and that's the mix I'm trying to show. So, and you could have good wholehearted fun. It's not always going to be about, partying, doing that. Some people want to see my lifestyle, this and that, but they don't want to see like, just some good old comedy. So that's the way I approach it. But enough of that. What I wanted to make this video on was what to look for in a mentor, or what makes a good mentor, because I'm a mentor. It's funny because I didn't really start calling myself that until people started calling me that, and then as I've been helping people in the stock market, and even how we started the trading fraternity, I didn't really mean for it to be how it was. It just blossomed into that. I was on Twitter and I was just helping people out, and I was really helping them and guiding them, and then they started calling me, professor, mentor, teacher. And I thought it was very interesting. So what I want to talk about is what makes a good mentor, and even if do you guys need a mentor? Because that's something I had people ask me both genuinely, and I've also had some people, they commented on one of my videos where I was calling out, the affiliate marketing stuff, and they were coming at me and they're saying, oh, well, you were just like us in one day. You didn't need a mentor, so be honest. Tell us, like, does everybody need a mentor? And I'll start with saying, no, you don't. I had a mentor, but I still did stuff on my own, and I learned from other people. Everybody has mentors in life, and I'm going to talk about that. But you don't need a mentor. However, mentors it goes beyond history. Honestly, like that's what I was going to talk about, because it extends for a very long time. People were mentoring each other for forever. This is how people learn to do stuff in early times, even to this day. So you don't need a mentor, but it is useful, and it is helpful in the sense to help you learn the stuff in the mistakes that you don't have time or you can't afford to make. It shaves off time. That's what I tell a lot of the people. You guys probably heard me say this in some videos. I say, wow, you guys are lucky, because when I started trading, internet didn't exist like it did today. It existed, obviously, but iPhones were just coming out. So as far as mentoring goes, people, you couldn't get it back then. And these guys who today, we have the trading fraternity, you guys have YouTube, you have all these videos, you guys could learn and shave off years of the same journey I had, and you could propel yourself a lot further. So that's a big part of why. But I guess it gets balanced out nowadays, because there's a lot of crappy mentors out there, and there's a lot of people who claim to be mentors, but they're not really mentors. So I wanted to give you guys some distinctions and talk to you, and really, this is kind of I'm trying to be objective as possible, because I don't want to like call people out, and I'm not doing this to bring anybody down and say these guys are fake, these guys are real, yada yada yada. No. And it's also conflicting on the part, because I have a mentorship course. I teach people, and I mentor people. So that's the one thing, and that's one thing I'll encourage you guys to do. Shameless plug, call it whatever you want, but you'll see when I get to talking about this. I'm looking for a specific type of people, and you're going to understand the motivation of why I do what I do. I plan to explain that. So what I'll say to you guys, our next mentorship program, the pledge class, because it goes beyond even mentoring by me. There's other brothers in there, which is, that community is what makes it great. But we're going to be starting in about mid-December. So you could go right now. I encourage you all, go to thetradingfraternity.com and go to the bottom, or just email me, tradingfraternity@gmail.com, and request an application. Get the application, get it in before December. And that is when we're going to be having our group interviews, and you'll get interviewed. And if we like you, we're going to select about 15 people. That's what we do. We have a very selective process in interview. If you've applied in the past and didn't get in, I encourage you to apply again. If you're a citizen already, that's great, because you probably already know the community. And I already have a relationship with you. But we have a lot to do for this I think this is going to be a really exciting course, coming into even 2017. So you guys go to the website, request an application, and fill it out, and come to an interview. And it's not going to be for everybody, and I'm not saying mentors are for everybody. It's a good thing to have. You don't need it, but some mentors aren't going to be for the right people. And even at the same time, like getting into stocks, getting into business, that may not be the right thing for certain people. So there's that. But what I want to be, I have a little list I wrote up, just briefly. The thing with mentors, when you look at the term mentor, you even see nowadays, you see a lot of people mentoring, you see it in companies, you see it on the internet, mentorship courses, mentorship programs. You would think it's like a new fad, like this new fad of self-development that people have been seeing. But in reality, that's not true. Mentoring, like I said, it's been going on since the course of human history, actually. This is how people learned, in both cultures and societies. Mentors provided the younger generation with the information on how to hunt, how to cook, how to survive, where to build, industry, even the religious practices, spiritual practices, who they, taught them about humanity. So mentors have a very all-encompassing role back then. And even the word mentor, it comes from the Greek term of mentor. There's actually a Greek character, mentor. And you guys remember the book Odysseus, the Odyssey, about Odysseus. What it was, Telemachus, that was Odysseus's son. He had a tutor who taught him everything in the absence of his father, Odysseus. He taught him a bunch of stuff and taught him almost everything, and his name was Mentor. And that is actually where we have the term today. It is derived from that Greek connection of that character called Mentor. And you see, it started back, this was a Greek mythology, and it's extended all the way down to today. So mentors have a huge role. And the way, I see it as far as business, it goes beyond business. Because when I mentor people, sometimes I'll tell people, I may not even help you make money in stocks, but I'll help you with a lot of other things. And not even help you, just mentor, giving you advice, but guiding you through not only my experiences, but the experiences of others, the world, and being there to give proper guidance. So that's what it is. And there's, a bunch of traits, I'm gonna focus on a couple. One of the main ones that I think is the best is just genuine curiosity is what I'll call it. And what I mean by that, a trait you should look for in a mentor, how to find a good mentor, find someone who's genuinely curious about you. And when I mean that, I mean like genuinely curious, like they want to get to know you. They want to know who you are, what you've done, where you've been, and they want you to have a relationship with them, because it's impossible to teach somebody, guide them, or help them if you don't really know them. And that is, again, sadly, because I don't want to get on this realm, but that's the criticism I've given to a lot of people. They'll say, yeah, this guy's my mentor. I'll say, does he even know your name? When was the last time you talked to him on the phone? Like, have you even been to his house? It goes through a wide range of stuff. And that's why I say it's weird, because a mentor should really have that connection. The mentors in my life, I've had a mentor, my brother's had a mentor, my dad's had a mentor, my mentors had a mentor, and all of this shined through. These people genuinely cared about him. That's what I mean by a real mentorship. These guys were genuinely curious about who these people were and genuinely interested in who they were and their life, because that's what helped them. That's how you're going to be able to help someone. That's how you're going to get help from somebody. For my mentor, I think it would be very weird if he didn't know about me, or if I could only talk to him via email. And nowadays that email's a blessing and a curse, but that's how it is. And that's why I strive. I take my students out to dinner, take them to lunch. They could come to my house whenever. We even got a whole house for them. They could call me at any time. Some people even have to stop webinar to take talks with people if they're going through emergencies or anything. But that is one of the big things. So when you're looking for it, find someone who genuinely cares about you and is willing to make that effort. Because again, I'm not the only mentor in the world. There are a lot of other people, and there's a lot of people who genuinely care. And be able to find that, but be able to know what genuinely caring is, because it's not going to be simply having it where people just, oh yeah, they're nice, or they say they care about me. Actions speak louder than words. So really, really focus on that and see the level of commitment they have to you, and if they really care about who you are. That's my big number one thing. And again, on top of the teacher, I say, have you guys ever had a class? Have you ever had a teacher where you've never spoke to the teacher? You go into class, you can't ask him a question, you can't ask him anything. I think it would be hard to, a mentor should even be seen as a friend, but a friend who's there to teach you stuff. So, how many friends do you have that you don't talk to? If you guys don't talk to somebody for years, you're going to say, some of you get more sensitive, like, oh, you don't even talk to me, like, you're not my friend, yada, yada, yada. But there's that. But another thing is self-reflection. That's another quality you guys should be looking for. Find somebody who is self-reflective. And by that, I mean able and aware enough to tell you about themselves and the behavior, but it goes beyond someone saying, oh, I did this, I did that, I did this, I did that, I did this, I did that. It's more along the lines of, can they tell you why they did it? Because some people will have success and some people have done a lot, but they couldn't really self-reflect and tell you the motivation behind what they did. They don't have the self-reflection aspect to say, well, this is why I did what I did. This is what pushed me. This is what I was viewing in life and that. And that's a big part. And again, it may seem as if I'm saying this stuff to toot my own horn, but I'm not. But a lot of the stuff I teach, a lot of mindset philosophy, I share with a lot of people my stories, and not only what I've accomplished, but why I accomplished things, why I failed, but like what motivated me, what pushed me, even down to this level of why do I help people out. And we're going to talk about that, because a mentor should want to should want you to succeed. But being able to self-reflect is, you want somebody who's very aware, aware about themselves, aware about human beings, so that they could give you the deeper meaning and not just say, yo, here's the playbook, but here's the playbook, and here's a playbook to yourself to understand why you're doing stuff, and be able to share from you on a real level of, yeah, this is why I went about making money. When I started, what made me get into entrepreneurship? What made me do this? Because I wanted a lot of money. Why did you want a lot of money? Oh, because I was very insecure about a lot of things, so I wanted to compensate for it. Why were you insecure about stuff? Oh, because I grew up like this, I was bullied, etc. Because that just shows how deep it is. And it helps people, your mentor should be able to help you be able to self-realize and have self-realization, because that is what you guys will need to really take it above and beyond. Having self-realization, a lot of you guys lack that. It's sad, because some people have the skills to become successful, but they don't have the self-realization to explain why they do what they do. And that's what makes sense why some people have habits they can't stop, and are doing things that they can't stop, and are in positions that they don't want to be in, but they're stuck in it. And it goes all along those lines. So that's why I think self-reflection is a good one. And another thing is discretion. So as far as discretion goes, discretion is, I guess, confidentiality. You guys would want discretion when you speak to me, knowing that not only that I can handle myself, but when you share something with me, if you are, getting to know me and you're going to be sharing your life, and we're going to have a relationship, you should be able to trust that not I only have your best interest in mind and want you to succeed, but that I'm not going to share what you're telling me. That I'm not going to go blabbering out, saying a lot, everything about you, sharing it with whoever, using it writing you in my book, posting you on my YouTube videos, and saying, this is my student. it's funny because anytime I ever post a video of someone, I always ask them. I say, you guys don't have to. Some people have said, no, that's cool. I don't care about that. But a lot of people, they know you come to me, and I've had people come to me with a lot of stuff. I won't even share with you what it is, or even along the line. Some of it's crazy, some of it's good, bad. There's a wide mix. But people know I have the discretion. It even boils down, why do you think you guys don't see my face? That's part of discretion. Why do you think, if I'm confidential with myself, my face, all that stuff, how do you think I'm going to be with other people? How do you think I am with my mentors and people who trust with me in information? I'm good at not disclosing stuff. And of course, anybody I'm mentoring, I'm not going to share that stuff with them. And they know that they could trust me, and I'm not going to share it, that I can never be pressured into sharing anything from somebody. And really just ultimate trust. And this is a big one too, because some of you, if you're getting mentored, you guys could have mentors in the workplace. You guys get into a job, a boss is mentoring you, another coworker. Make sure discretion is very important, because you don't want to genuinely be able to open up and share, this is why I'm succeeding, this is why I'm failing, this is what I want. And you may say something, but that may get you in trouble if it's disclosed, or if it's heard by another party. It could come off in the wrong light. That's why discretion is, it should be up there as the number one most important thing. So, because I've had people I've known, they got a mentorship, not like a mentorship program, but they were like mentored by somebody at their work. The guy was helpful, and they disclosed something on, how they felt and how they want to change the company because they felt it wasn't doing good, only to find out that guy that was mentoring them told their boss and let them know. And it led to a cycle of just bad stuff. So that's why discretion is very important. So you got to make sure any mentor you have, what level of discretion do they have? Are they looking to publicize? Are they doing it for publicity? Are they there to help you to get, do they want the spotlight? Or are they the type to blabber off? Do they tell you about other people's business? That is a big key. That is what we get down to with discretion. And lastly, pretty much, is the generosity. And that's kind of the whole idea of wanting to be successful. Having somebody who wants you to be successful. Or do they have a generosity of spirit where they're willing to help you and they see that you're doing good and they don't feel threatened? You got to ask yourself, if you start doing good, is your mentor going to feel threatened, or is he going to confide in, and actually support you? And sometimes you guys would be surprised. Some people get intimidated by other people's success. I never got that. And I don't know why. I don't get like that, but I think it's because my mentors, whether it be my brother, my mentor, and then there's discretion. I'm not going to disclose that. And any of the mentors in my life, that was a big thing. And it's funny. I even had one mentor. He was this goes back to the whole curiosity and get to know you. I had one mentor, and this guy, he was with Disney. He was on the head of Disney's board. He helped me. I learned a lot of great information with him, but he was the one who kind of fell in the lines of, he didn't really care about me. Like, he knew my name. We talked every now and then, and he guided me and stuff, took me to some meetings, but he was more there to just kind of like show off instead of actually help me. So that was the interesting part. But going back to the whole generosity thing, besides someone like that, I've had every single mentor, whenever they started seeing me succeed, instead of, giving me advice, they wouldn't take me down if they saw I was doing good. They'd actually promote me, even if it could have seemed threatening to them. But they helped me. When they see a younger kid doing good, they push me up instead of trying to bring me down. And that's what you guys want to look for. Somebody who's like that. And that one's really hard to tell, because you never know with people, and people are really weird when it comes to that. But that's where you could tell by their honesty and who they are, their personality and all that stuff. But that's a big part. Do they really want you to succeed? And are they really going to be there? And are they generous? Are they there to help you? Are they opening a hand to you? Are they creating avenues to contact? Are they creating avenues to learn from them and giving you that door wide open? That's what you guys want. You want somebody who really wants you to be successful. And now that's where I kind of want to explain why I do what I do, because I want to help people. I want to help people become successful. And I've said this in one of my other videos, because people say, oh, well, why do you want people, if you're making all this money at it, you're so good, why would you want to teach people? Why don't you keep the money to yourself? There's trillions of dollars out there in the markets that we deal with. there's enough to go around. I strongly believe that. But I have self-interest. I do it to gain something from it. I want people to be successful so that I could become more successful. I have already about 2 people, they're coming under my real estate brokerage just because I've taught them real estate. My brother and I have taught them real estate, and now they're under the brokerage. They're now helping me. I could give them my clients that I don't have time for so I could do other stuff, and they're closing the deal and I'm still getting paid. I'm helping them out. We're both getting paid. It's really cooperation. I've explained this in the prisoner's dilemma, and this is a big goal I have with the world. I might post a video. I go on a long rant about it, but the prisoner's dilemma is if you get caught, this is both psychological and a political science term. This is a study they've done. It's saying, you get caught with your friend doing something, illegal, whatever it may be, and how it works, you could either cooperate or defect. You get to pick. So if you cooperate or defect, the offer is your friend's in there with you, and the police say, hey, I will let you go if you rat out your friend, or you're going to get 20 years in prison. The best alternative, so you either rat him out, or which would be defect, or you cooperate and don't rat him out, because if both of you don't say anything, there's nothing they could do. So as you see, it's a weird situation because you have the opportunity to come out and screw someone over, but the whole idea is on any single basis, if you cooperate, both parties cooperate, that will always lead to the better outcome. But now if one person cooperates, one person defects, the person who defects and rats them out, they win, but the one who cooperates loses. And that's the problem. This is how even politics and policy, foreign policy, monetary policy is dictated, because you can't trust the other competitor. So that's why a lot of people defect, because they can't trust that the other guy will cooperate. However, if everybody could cooperate, it always creates the best outcome, more productivity, everybody does well. And that's the way I view it. If we cooperate, I'm helping you, you're helping me. If you're making money, I'm making money. If I'm making money, you're making money. It will always create the best outcome. So that's my logic behind it. And that's why I help people with it. But ultimately, that's where my vested interest is, to make people successful. Because if I make them successful, they're going to make me more money. But if they make more money, I make more money. And at the best part, if we're working together, I make more money, they will too. I'm going to get people. That's why I'm trying to mentor people, because then I want people who are just as curious as me, just people who are just as loyal. The way I say it, my mentor, he didn't have to help me out. And they took me from a position where, I thank God every day, he didn't have to help me out, really. And how he's helped propel my life is amazing. So when I look at it, I will never betray that person. I have the utmost loyalty. Even if it would hurt me, I don't care, because I know what he's done for me. So it doesn't matter what happens. That is somebody I trust with my life, and he could trust me. He took me from nothing, and here I am today. So it's the same concept, because I know if I'm able to help people out when nobody would help them out and nobody trusted them, nobody gave them anything, if I give them all that, I'm hoping, I'm trying to be the change I want to see, that they will give me the same loyalty that I've given my mentor who's done the same thing for me. Now, that doesn't always happen, but I know there's good people out there like that, and that's what I'm shooting for, and people that I'm training to know what I'm looking for, knowing how to make money. But now, best of all, specialization, where people could come in and they already know. So they already have gifts and talents and skills, and some people, they just don't know, and some people are all over the place. And as a mentor, I'm there to be able to help them to find out what they're good at, or take what they're good at, specialize it, and some of them may even be better at things than I am. And if I could show them what to do, they could specialize, and everyone's specializing in different stuff. Oh man, it's, this is just basic economics. One people specialize it, whoever has the competitive advantage in one thing, and then whoever has the disadvantage, well, you focus on your advantages, everybody focuses on their advantage, and they trade with each other. That's why we have the whole fraternity as a whole. Because if everyone's able to build and work with that, specialize on what they're good at, and share, that is where the real benefits come from. So that's why too, if I'm teaching people and I'm finding their gifts and helping them find their gifts and grow upon it and show them how to make money and do it effectively, well, there you go. You guys see my benefit. I have a bigger thing I'm trying to create for. And yes, I do benefit off of it monetarily in that sense. So that's why I'm doing it. That's why I'm willing to put in the time, because I have a bigger picture in mind. It's longer term, and it's very grand in my opinion. So that's why I'm doing it. So that's the big picture of kind of why I mentor, what you guys should be looking for in a mentor. And hopefully you guys could see that. And I guess my last point is the timing of it. Because if my benefit is in you, for you to become successful, I'm going to keep it real with you. That's why when I tell people, it sucks because some people get turned off by our program and don't want to join and be a part of what I'm doing. Simply because I'll tell people, are you cool with not making money for 12 months? It's going to take a long time. It's going to, this is a 3, 5, 10-year process. A lot of people don't like that. But if I'm going to be making money off of you, if you becoming successful is going to make me successful, I want you to build a good foundation on the right path. That's the point of me telling that to people. It's like, I want you guys to make money. It helps me in every way. Not only will it make me look good, but again, you start specializing, you're doing good. Even if it's just stocks and you're good at making money on stocks, you're going to help bring me money in stocks and show me stuff maybe I've been missing. So that's the beauty of it. But that's why a lot of people with the patience, that's where we lose them, because they don't realize it. But that's why I say this is a long-term process. And that even goes along with mentoring in general. Mentor isn't there for an X amount of period time. At the end of this book, end of this DVD, yada, 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 you need to pay for levels of mentorship. Oh, you did this level, now you got to go here. It doesn't work like that. It should be a lifelong process. That should be your teacher for life and in life. And that's what I see myself as doing, just, amongst all the other stuff I work at. And it's great because as other people have grown and got better and learned and specialized so far, they're already helping me and they're already helping others, freeing up my time. But that's how I'm able to do so much. I'm able to run businesses and do that because by mentoring one person, the chain reaction, the domino effect is amazing. So that's where it comes down to. So I really hope you guys get this. You guys have any questions for me, anybody else, let me know. I'll look at anything for you. I'll help you. If you guys have mentors in your personal life job, I'm here. I can mentor you. I have the mentorship program. And that's why I say that's every single day that we do it. So it's a very intensive, what's the word? Intimate process. So go send in an application, please. Just request one and send it in. And even then, I could act as that mentor in that way. But in other ways, people have already said these videos are mentoring them. And that's why I'm saying, yes, they are, but not necessarily. Because by just watching the videos, you're getting to learn from me and you're getting to learn about you're getting my side, but I'm not getting your side. That's the way I could, because there's no one size fits all method to help people and to help them grow. That makes sense? It's all about helping people get bigger. And the only way I could do that is by knowing who they are. And that's how we find your gifts and talents in that. So I can mentor you guys in that, and I could do the best of my abilities to help you guys. I'm very willing to reach out. And if you guys are scared to commit to the process, eliminate those doubts. Literally, contact me, find out from me myself. If you're worried, it costs money, it's going to cost money. I have never denied somebody who I see as qualified and who needs it based on money. We've taken almost more people for free than we've taken on for a paid membership. So please don't come at me with that. And at the same time, don't let your fear stop you. All I ask is you just meet deadlines. Don't come to me, because I've had some people, they'll say, I was scared about this. I was nervous about the money. I didn't think this. And then they would hit me up 2 weeks after the deadline. No. If you really want, you got to stay in the deadline, stay with it. Man up and just ask me. That's it. That's part of it. That's part of how I get to know you and get to know more about you. And I want to see the type of person you are. So that being said, hopefully that helps you out. Hopefully I hear from you guys. So there's a link in the below to get your application. Just send me an email. And even then, again, any questions, you guys let me know. So I love you all. Stay in school. Hopefully this helps.